What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar and welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle here on the channel. Now in this one, we're just going to be going crazy with the Sun team. All we're trying to do is get Charizard to look broken. That is all that we need. We're just trying to use Charizard. It just came out in the 7-star raid, so of course, you know, I had to get a shiny one, and I had to take that into a Wi-Fi battle. So we have the Heat Rock Torkoal to give us 8 turns of Sun. We have the Solar Power Heavy Duty Boots Charizard because Stealth Rocks are a little bit of a problem, and with Goldengo running around, I don't want to risk having my Charizard take 50% just from entering the battle. We have Life Orb Scovillian as our solar power, or our chlorophyll sweeper, just in case Charizard doesn't get the job done offensively. Scovillian can sweep in the late game very easily. Great Tusk. This is actually going to be a bulkier Great Tusk. This has just enough attack investment to be able to make sure that we get the attack boost from being in the sun. The rest is going to be Jolly, max speed, the rest in HP. We have Fizz Def Tinglu with Stealth Rock Spikes, Ruination, and Earthquake. And then we have Wish Protect, Hyper Voice, Spadef Sylveon to help out with those pesky Dragapults. But with that, let's hop over to the battle. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here with Charizard. Charizard actually does have a really good matchup here because it can actually hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things first. So that's really good. I'm going to get up hazards as quickly as possible. Primarily rock and a spike, a spack, if you will, because that is the actual terminology is a spack. Okay, they brought all 6 Pokemon. Let's go. Let's go. Main reason I want to get up a spack and I want to get up a Stealth Rock is because in the sun, I want to make sure that Breloom isn't like sassed or anything like that. I will have a flip turn from this. I do think that rocks are definitely more useful versus my opponent than a Spack, so I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks first. They might go into Mimikyu on me. They might not. That is Choice Bandit if I've ever seen it. Never mind, it was a crit. It was a crit. So I think what I'm going to do is after I get up Stealth Rocks, depending on what they go into, I might go hard into... Never mind, they went into this. I want to break this thing's disguise first because I don't want it to get too set up in my face. I'm gonna go for an EQ first. So if they go for like an SD or they go for a Play Rough or something like that, I want to be able to at least have the disguise broken so I can go into my Charizard after everything is all said and done. I go for a Wood Hammer, that's fine. Cool. So now that their disguise is broken, I'm gonna go into... I don't want to get up a spike. But I think going into my Torkoal and getting the sun up is just an overall better play. Because then I can go into my Charizard and I can start clicking Flamethrower because their only resist is a Palafin, which after Stealth Rocks in the sun, I think it'll two-shot. I think it'll two-shot. Let's see what they go for. They could go for a Play Rough. Best case scenario for me. We're going to go for a Lava Plume here and hope that they go into Palafin and get burnt. That is what we're going to hope for. That is what we're going to hope for. I don't think they're going to stay in. They're taking a lot of time to think about this one. Do they know that we only have 20 minutes? They go for a Shadow Claw, that's fine. This Lava Plume is going to do a decent chunk because we're in the sun. It could burn them too. I haven't gotten a burn with it at all today. Do I go for another one? I'm gonna go into my Sylveon here. The reason why I'm going into Sylveon is because I want to sack this thing off, and I want to go into my Charizard with everything else healthy. And one thing I would really need this for is Dragapult, but I still have my Ting-Lu at a really good amount of health. And what's funny is that doesn't even two-shot me. I'm gonna save this for a sack later. Well, once he goes for another play rough, goes for a sneak. I don't know why he goes for a sneak. I'm gonna save this as a sack later. That way I can go into this whenever I think that my Torkoal is gonna die after I get up the Sun, and then I can just pivot out into one of my Sun Sweepers. That's what I'm gonna try to do at least. If they go into the Volcarona, I'm going hard into my Charizard. Going hard into my Charizard. Going to Palafin. This is good. This is good. We'll just go for a Hyper Voice. I really want to see how much Charizard's Flamethrower does to this thing in the sun with solar power, because I feel like I'll live a Wave Crash. I feel like I'll live a Jet Punch as well. But at the same time, I know that going into my Scovillian after this is just smarter overall. They go for Wave Crash. That's cool. That is okay, because they take a little bit of recoil. I'm doing it. I'm going to risk the speed tie. I'm going to risk the speed tie and see how much damage this does. This is solar power in the sun and Terrafire. If I lose the speed tie, I'm going to lose my sanity. I will be quite upsetty spaghetti. I will be quite upsetty spaghetti. But this is a strong attack. This is a very strong attack. The only thing that would make it stronger is if I was Specs, which I could go Specs on this thing, because then I wouldn't even have to really worry about it. But let's see if we win the speed tie. If they're Scarfed, I don't think they're going to kill me because of the sun. If I was Terra Flying, I would have done that instead. But I want to see how much damage this does. Come on. They go for their own Terra. Are they Terra Water? They are Terra Water. Can we get this? Come on. Jet Punch. This is in the sun. We lived! Oh my god, Charizard, let's go! Solar power, flamethrower, in the sun. Let's go! Let's go, Charizard! Oh, it was a crit, let's go! Let's go! Let's go, Charizard, that's what we needed. That's what we needed, my guy. Solar power, coming out. I really need to know if that kills. Charizard. Solar power, no light, versus a Palafin hero in the sun. I think it did kill. So I'm not going to stay in here because I know that a Mach Punch is coming my way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Great Tusk, because I know that my Great Tusk outspeeds this thing. And I kind of want to click knockoff. Kind of want to click knockoff, expecting the Dragapult to come in on the CC. If I do that, then my Charizard outspeeds everything. The second it comes in, it gets a kill. Let's see what they go into. I hope they go into, I really, really hope they go into their Dragapult. No, they stayed in. Brother. Loaded dice. Only get 2 hits, please. Only get 2 hits, please. Cool. And sunlight fades. Ideal situation. Population. Why did they stay in? Why did they stay in? If they did that, they just lose to my Scovillian. We're gonna do this. Drought. Mach Punch is probably coming out. We tanked. Even the crit we tanked. Now we're going to sack off the Great Tusk, I think. Now we sack off the Great Tusk. And then we go Scovillian. I really wish I'd... Oh, man. I hate that you lose your resistances whenever you Terra type. But at the same time, it'd be broken if you just got like an adaptability boost on whatever you want. Spore. Is that a big deal? I don't think that's a big deal. We'll go for the knock. They stayed in, which is perfect. That's what we needed. They go for the Giga Drain. Oh. Okay. Understood. So now we're going to go into Scovillian. We click Flamethrower. If they go into their Dragapult, I think they die to a Flamethrower and do a Fire Blast. How is it that the Pokemon Showdown damage calc doesn't have Terastallizing in yet? Choice specs Flamethrower in the sun to Palafin Hero form, which is basically Terastallized, I think. The 72 to 85. So, I think we were fine. I think we were fine. Worst case scenario is he sacks this thing off. Best case scenario is he goes into the Dragapult. Come on, brother. Please go into the Dragapult. Please go into the Dragapult. Please go into the Dragapult. Nice. Stones. Flame. Cooked. Don't even need to risk the Flamethrower. Or we don't even need, don't even need, ooh. Did you guys hear that stroke I just had? We don't even need to risk the Fire Blast. We just click Flamethrower again. Let's go. Now let's see what they go into. Let's see what they go into. Now you can go into the Breloom. That's fine. Now you can go into the Breloom. Because I should live this Mach Punch. Oh, yes. Yes. And I get one more Life Orb hit out. Oh my god, yes. It's perfect. That is perfect. That means that Charizard should be able to pick up the final 2 KOs. If this one doesn't. Garganical. No, this isn't Garganical. This is, Goldengo. We get a Flamethrower here. We claim 1. Come on. This is the Charizard game I've needed. Picking up that Palafin, kill was huge. Flamethrower kills the Goldengo. Let's go. I think we get one more turn. Right? One more turn of sunlight. I think we get one more turn of sunlight. And we get to get the final kill with the Charizard. Let's go. It's Volcarona. Come on. And then we go for the flamethrower. Come on, just don't lose the speed tie. Let's go. Yes. Let's go, Charizard. Oh my god. Let's go. That was so sick. Oh my god. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like down below for me. Shout outs to Charizard. I will see you guys in the next one.